Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man. Proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is, Collectors Lounge International Sunday Fun Day. So glad to have all of you out there with us, the people who are actually rocking with us today. And if you ain't rocking with us today, then I don't know what it is, man. You got to be here with us, especially consider the simple fact that I got my bro from another Mo is in here. He's basically on the other side of the river. That's what I call it. You know what I mean? My man Regan is going to be here with us today. We got my man Calvin here with us as well. Few others might skirt through here. I don't know. I mean, pretty boy Cam, he might be out there loving, boo loving right now, but we'll see how that actually goes down. Host of others will be basically here probably a bit later. And of course, we have you guys in here with us. Thank you for being here as always. Again, it is such a pleasure to have you rocking with us whenever you can. Some things we're going to talk about. A lot of things we're going to talk about are things that actually happened just past week. Of course, that Wanda release. Let's find out who actually got it, who bagged the asset, who didn't. Is the drought the perfect opportunity for you to reorganize and look at your collection and say, hey, do I need this? Do I need that? To kind of recalibrate some things and reorganize and make space. You're taking the opportunity to kind of, get yourself prepared for the storm that is bound to come. We don't know when it's going to come, but it's going to be here soon. So we'll talk about that. Also, we're going to talk to my man Regan, his experience actually going through Secret Base. Also, I mean, the guy's a genius. On top of that, like one of my favorite dudes, we chop it up back and forth. One of the most talented individuals. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff y'all know about this dude, but he's a talented dude. I'm telling you, he's always on point. So definitely, man, we're going to talk to him as well. But before we do, I do want to actually bring up something. Definitely, again, we are full-fledged ahead with the Halloween initiative. Of course, that's actually going forward. All super chats, proceeds, everything that we get from you guys goes towards making sure that kids can have costumes for Halloween. Again, this is something that I do every year. So anything that you basically donate counts. Doesn't matter what it is, $5, $2, 99 cents, whatever you donate goes towards such a great cause. And we want to make sure that the kids can have costumes for the holiday. I've partnered with Stilton Elementary School as well as the Salvation Army to make sure something like this happens, and we are going to make it happen. So I thank you very, very much for that and your participation. As always, again, we do appreciate you. But before we basically get started here, again, we got to bring the guy in, man. It's my man. It's my bro, all day, every day. Again, what works about this community is that we establish relationships, through this community. And then you just basically figure out, how alike you are when it comes to individuals. Now, the thing is, a lot of people don't know that my background, basically, I come from a very prestigious hip hop background. The culture is basically in me. Not only just an MC, not only just a producer, not only just an engineer, but I used to dance back in the day. I mean, literally do my thing. And I've passed down what I've learned to my daughter now. I'm a bit older now, so my bones are creaking. But Regan, he does his ting. And when I mean he does his ting, very professional, not only just a collector, but a talented individual and a very humble dude outside of this community. So definitely, like I said, when you find people that are like-minded, kindred spirits, it's like you latch on to them and you're like, yo, they are doing their thing. And so glad to have him here with me. My bro, the one and only Regan. What's going on with you, man? How you doing, man?
What is up, everyone? What's up? What's up, brother? It's been a minute, man. I mean, been busy this past few weeks,
Mm-hmm.
days. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
haven't put any
Mm-hmm.
video this in my channel right now. So yeah, thanks for having me, man. I
Yeah.
miss your show. Miss communicating with other fellow collectors out there, especially
Yes,
your
yes.
viewers, man. Don't forget
Yeah.
to hit the like button, guys. Don't forget.
Definitely,
Use
man. Hit
command,
that like button.
use command.
Please do it as much as you can. Do it. Celebrate. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And subscribe to MRC because I'm telling you, the videos be on point. Production be on point. If you want to know everything you need to know about these figures, if you need to know about articulation, if you need to know about everything, hit up my man because I'm telling you, he is doing his thing. And I'm there every time I get a notification. I'm like, yep, boop, let me hit that up real quick and get educated because that lets me know what figures I need to get and what figures I need to pass on. But definitely, man, thank you for that. As always, man. Thank you for being in the building with us.
Thank you,
Now,
man.
here's the thing. We got my man Cal in here. You can't see him, but Calvin's so smooth, you don't need to see him. Like he'll be in, but he's just super smooth. He's in the background doing his thing. Of course, he's in the office right now. Cal, what's going on with you, bro?
Y'all know how I do. Getting it in. Got gotta work to feed this habit. You know how it is.
Hell yeah, you know what it is. Cal
I'm
in the
tired as
building.
hell, but I'm
I
here.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Cal is in the building with us. Again, probably have a few more people skirting through here just a little bit, man. But again, it is what it is. But thank you for being here, Cal,
I
with
will
me and
say
Regan.
real quick,
Yeah.
successfully got Mario's ass to watch Batman last night. We made
Oh,
it
you
happen.
did?
He dozed off a couple times, shocked the shit out of him, made his ass get up, and made him finish it. Then he had the nerve to be like, "Yo, that was a good ass movie." Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
But he got his ass up though, right?
Right, definitely.
Okay. Okay. As long as he got up to watch it, man, that's what it's all about, man. That definitely is. As long as he got that ass up. What is it? Wake your punk ass up. So glad to have him in here, man. But definitely, and you guys out there, like again, so glad to have you guys in here with us. Been such an incredible weekend. Let me address the chat real quick and see who we got here. We got my man Lancelot Nerd in here. What up, everyone? Hope all had a great weekend. Yes, we did, man. Thank you very much for that. We got Tyria in here. We got my man Pedro Lopez. He said, yeah, always working to pay off those Jazz Ink pieces. We got Jeffrey in here. All love on this Sunday. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we do appreciate that. We got Windman 42 in the building. Thank you for being here, as always. We got Blitz 0065 is in here. Thank you for being here. My bro FBJ is in the building. Truly been a minute. What's up, man? How you doing, man? S Beam is in the building. Thank you for being here as well. We do appreciate that as well. We got my man, the Booty King. Docinator is in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. As always, it's my bro 50 1,000%. We got Striker 47 in the building. Good evening to all of you. I was 127 in a queue. Secure the bag of my Scarlet Witch sculpted hair. Definitely, brother. Definitely, brother. Definitely. We got Thule. Smash that like button. Thank you very much. Make sure that you do smash the like button while you are on your way in here. And I do appreciate that. MB Dyson is here with us as well. The very talented, my bro, Ren's Talent Tino. It's not Ren Talentino. It's Ren's Talent
That.
Tino. You know what I mean? Like he got to. I'm gonna need him to modify that last name. Like I'm gonna need him to change that. We know you're Talentino, but you need to change it to Talent. Tino, we need to basically get you to do that, man. Definitely. We got collectible chats in here. Thank you for being here with us as well, man. Who else? We got Mark Mitchell is in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Who else? We got Itu Pilampi is in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we got Roll Me One Kenobi in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Palal 89. Hello, what's going on with you, man? And a new channel member, Jeffrey, became a new channel member. Thank you for that, man. And thank you for definitely being here with us as always. It's always a pleasure to have you here on this amazing Sunday. So yeah, speaking of which, we were talking about this a little bit off camera, and Kyle, we were talking to you about it as well. But yeah, last week, I think it was like, what was it, last Thursday, Hot Toys finally decided, or no, Sideshow finally decided to release the bag. They decided that, okay, yes, on, what was it? It was the 9th? No, was it the 9th? No, it wasn't the 9th. It was what day was that? What was the date on Thursday? I think it was Thursday that they did it.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. They
28.
decided. Yeah. So they
Yeah.
basically decided to release the Scarlet Witch. Now here's the thing. My week, now Regan, I must tell you, bro, because of you. Well, it wasn't necessarily because of you, but I think you cemented my reasoning, because I'm gonna start with this one first, okay? Because this one was very important to me. And if you know, you know. If you are a fan of classic comic accurate pieces, then you know that this is one of the most important pieces to have in your collection. So, Regan, Wednesday, they decided to release this piece. So they decided to basically put this up. It was limited quantity. I got in, no problems. I secured the bag. This is a classic Iron Man piece. Again, they even gave him the skates. they gave him the now. Here's the thing: Hot Toy or Sideshow didn't get the exclusive version with the suitcase. I'm okay with that because I have the other version with the suitcase that I can still use. But they decided to release this particular version, or they gave us just the standard version without it. But still, it comes with the base. It comes with that amazing head sculpt. It's classic Iron Man. I was super, super duper hype about it, and I'm glad I got it. Now, not too many people, were really up on this one and really wanted to get it, which it was fine because it was more of an opportunity for me to get it, bro. So I was happy about that. But you have it in hand, right?
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, like, well, I thought actually it's just like a normal like Iron Man figure,
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw it in person, I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for sure, a lot of like classic collectors who's going to get this guy. I mean, like, man, you're gonna be amazed. I mean, like, you're not just gonna be amazed, but you're gonna love it. Like, the quality,
Mm-hmm.
like if you have those classic small figures,
Mm-hmm.
like Iron Man or Marvel figures, like something
Yeah.
like this. Well, some people like saying like it looks like just like a Hasbro or like like
Yeah.
Marvel Legends, but it's different. It's different, man. And like the feel, like especially once you get in your hands, like
Yeah.
it's really nice. I mean, like,
Yeah,
and I'm
bro.
supposed to, well, to be honest, like I'm supposed to sell this one. I mean, like, but then when I, again, as I said, like when I saw it, when I unboxed it, like, oh shit, I'm gonna keep this one. I was like, I'm probably gonna like let go the other one, the origins, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna let go of that one, mm, and then keep this one, and maybe
Yeah.
like maybe hopefully, Hot Toys will somehow like thought of like making all the classic version. That's, oh my goodness, imagine that, man, right? But then yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I was I told myself like, yeah, shit, I'm gonna keep this one, and then probably let go the other two, even the War Machine. Although they're also looks great, but it's just that it's hard to give up this one, the classic version. Like, some
Yeah,
pictures,
bro.
like maybe it's fine, but it's still different. Once you get in your hands, it's like, yeah,
Yeah, that classic version, bro. And that I was drawn to it from the very beginning. Like once I saw it, during the summer showcase, I was like, yeah, I gotta have it. I mean, it's the classic and it's the classic colorway as well.
yeah,
And then on top of that, for those who didn't like the plastic pieces that were on it, you can bypass that now with this particular version. It just makes more sense to have this, so that definitely works. So I was definitely excited to see it. I honestly, bro, I thought it was like going to be one of those figures that was going to end up in purgatory, but I'm so glad that they didn't do it, bro, that they
yeah,
basically gave it to us. And it was like literally one of my most anticipated figures. And I'm glad that they decided to go ahead and release it. And there were no problems. You know what I mean? There was no issues with it. So definitely
yeah,
excited. And I know, like I said, out there's a lot of people uh that didn't really connect with this one. Uh but that's fine. I mean, because the thing is, all things, are subjective, and people have, you know, their picks. You know what I mean? That they basically want. Hello, community and collectors. I was lucky with classic Iron Man on Wednesday, waitlisted for Wanda Thursday. Yeah,
nice.
man, but you still got lucky with that Iron Man, bro. Definitely, you got lucky with that. That piece is incredible. Cal, was this something that you? I think we talked about this already. You passed on this one, right?
I did. I'm knee deep in Iron Man, and so on top of that, with other pre-orders, that was one I just. To be honest, I didn't even know it was going down on Wednesday. It wasn't until Wednesday afternoon, evening when I saw everybody was talking about. I was like, "Oh, damn, that went down this morning." I was
Yeah,
working, so I didn't even know it was going down like that.
yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. This is completely amazing, bro. But I was so glad once they did release it. So excited, and again, objective for a lot of people, but for some, it's going to be a piece that you definitely can anchor and get in your collection that you would want, and you'll be
Mhm.
amazed by it. But I know what a lot of people were amazed about, bro. What figure that people wanted, what figure that people were after. And that was the following Thursday when they decided to go ahead and finally put this up for pre order. Now, the thing is, Regan, this This figure went up through Sideshow, and I don't know if you're familiar with how. So with them, it goes through like it's just like when you're signing up or you're trying to get tickets for like Comic-Con,
Yeah.
or when you go through the whole process, you gotta definitely you register for the RSVP. Once you're registered, now here's the thing is like, and I always tell people, like, you can't really count on the RSVP, because when
Mm-hmm.
you register for it, it tells you that they'll send you a notification. But normally what happens is they'll send you the notification like 10 minutes after it's already live. You know what I mean? So if you go off of that notification, then your chances are really, really slim at getting this. So what you have to do is, when you RSVP, I was in and I got up like around 6 in the morning. Well, I was up anyway because I had some work to do, a couple clients I had to deal with. But I was up, and what happened was I would just check back and forth. You have to keep checking back and forth,
Refresh.
refreshing and stuff like that, checking to see if it goes up. And I think what happened was at around, because it was around I think in certain locations. So I think for here it was 9 o'clock in certain locations. For here it was 12 o'clock. So in Cali, it was like around 9, here 12. But when it went up at around 11:45. So it was 15 minutes before. And that's when you had to, it puts you into like this queue. And when it would go live, it would let you know. So basically, once you were in a queue, it goes live and it lets you know where you're at. So for me, when it went live, because again, I have an account, my girl has an account as well. So I had two screens that were basically open,
Mm-hmm.
just to see which one would get in. So
That's
for this,
crazy.
yeah, for mine, I was at least, I think I was number 200 something. I think it was like 100 and something, whatever. So,
Yeah.
but I was in. I was lucky enough to get that one. The other one, I was like 988 or something like that. And I was
Ooh.
like, okay, I still have a chance with both. So, but it was a smooth transition. Now, mind you, once it got to me, I think it was at 75% purchased. And I was like, oh,
Wow.
let me get in. So it took me there. I was able to bag it. But then the other one went off, and I was like, "Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?" But you know what? I told myself this makes up for the simple fact that I missed out on that Wonder Woman figure because I wanted that so bad. I wanted
Yeah.
that Wonder Woman 100 so bad, couldn't get that. And again, I wasn't going after, but again, I know a lot of people were frustrated over that piece as well. But this made up for it. I was able to get it. So bagged it. I know there was a lot of people out there, even in the chat, talking about, that they were able to actually get it. I think Palal said he was number 840 in the queue, and he was able to basically bag it. So there were a lot of people out there that were able to get their hands on it. Now you basically, so for you, when stuff like this comes up, you go to secret base for it, right? Like you go to secret
Yeah.
base. Now, is there like a pre-ordering option there, or you just basically go and if is it available at that point?
Well, for me, well, that time, I think I was lucky too. I mean, like before, like some kind of like events, like like the ACGHK, their showcase. Sometimes they will posted something like you have
Mm-hmm.
to register on this link for you to be able to get that ticket too, or like which number, what time you could go to the sacred base, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm lucky, like because they don't need to put that that way. I mean, like they don't need to put like that link that you have to pre-order from there.
Yeah.
So they just posted it because probably this is like the anniversary of Hot Toy Secret Base, so they probably more of like, yeah, come here to our to our shop and line up. And good thing I don't have work that day. I usually have
Mm-hmm.
some classes in the morning, but I don't have
Mm-hmm.
work, so I woke up in the morning. I was like my wife. I asked my wife to bring our son to the school, and then
Yeah.
she also has some has work, and I was like, let me go there. Let me just very quick, just
Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
Rio to school, and then I was like, I need to line up. I need to line up because I need to get this Scarlet Witch, also artisan,
Yeah.
and also Spider-Man. Oh, the Spider-Man you could also actually order like just a normal version. I think that's fine too. But of
Yeah.
course, the artisan edition of Scarlet Witch, I said like for sure, there's a lot of like
Yeah.
resellers gonna line up there, for them
Hmm.
to sell, overseas,
Yeah.
and probably or maybe even here, they're just gonna sell it, or they're gonna collect maybe 50%, mostly, like
Hmm.
resellers. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got lucky, like to line up there, and good thing when I arrived, like around like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m., 7:40 a.m., like there's already like 30 people in front of me. So I was like, oh, okay, not bad. 30 people. So
Yeah.
um yeah, and then after that, like I think probably after like 1 hour, 2 hours, like there's like already like 60 people behind me. So I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like 60 up to
Wow.
200. So like we line up there like for almost like 4 hours, or yeah, kind of like that, 4 hours. But of course you're not gonna notice it because you just like walk around there, or like talk to other
Yeah.
people
Yeah. Other collectors and stuff like
beside
that.
you. Yeah, I mean, like it's quite fun. I mean, like, you
Yeah.
can have fun, like if you experience that, like, the
Yeah.
feeling of like waiting in the line.
Yeah,
And
bro.
the staff told us like suddenly like went outside, and then they asked us like, do you want the who's gonna get the classic Iron Man like exclusive version, because that's exclusive with that suitcase.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we saw like there's boxes coming in Hot Toy Secret Base. I was like, oh my gosh, it's already here. So I was like,
Yeah.
everyone's like shocked. I'm like, oh, it's already here. Like they have a stock already. Oh, really? Because I went outside. I went to the toilet, and was like, and then some lady told me like, oh yeah, they have the special edition stock in their shop. So they're asking like if you want to get the exclusive version, because if not, if you don't want the exclusive, they're gonna get the ticket to other people, because you can get the normal version. But I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna get the exclusive, of course. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Give me the
give me
exclusive. I want
the.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, only 60 people for the exclusive, and good thing I'm already in the 30
Mhm.
yeah, in the line. So I was like, oh my gosh, so, yeah, I'm really excited to
Yeah.
open it. Like, oh, okay, let's go. So really
Yeah,
fun.
bro. I saw it and I was because I know for here that Iron Man isn't due until they said I think they're saying between now I think October and I think December or something like that. I think that's basically the way it was.
Oh,
From what they're saying. Let me click on it real quick. I think yeah. So it says no. Actually, it's between November and December. So expected to ship November 23 to December 2023. So definitely it'll be between that time period. So we might get
yeah,
like notification for it. Then I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
yeah,
But that I didn't realize, but then it makes sense that it would be available because the body is the same mold as the
yes,
origins.
exactly,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So it's just the same mold without the plastic attachments to it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Which when we think about it and we look at that piece, it's like, well, why didn't they just do the same thing? Now I get it because they wanted to make it more look more like the Alex Ross painting. So I get
Yeah,
that. And I get that's why they actually added it. But it should have
yeah,
been a feature whereas you can remove those plastic pieces and not have to have it. And it
I
would
know.
make more sense. But still I was super duper excited about, pretty much having it. And then this dropped. I honestly I was like, you know what? I didn't know my chances. I knew I wanted it because at first I was gonna settle for just the sculpted version. But then brother Cousins, as always, put this bug in my ear. It was like, yo, you got to think about articulation. That neck you're not going to be able to use, move around as much as you want. It's not going to look as realistic as this might look. So you might as well go ahead and get this version. I was like, damn, all right, let me go after it. Because I was like, you know what, with the classic version or with the sculpted version, at least I'm cool with that. I don't have to worry about nothing. Uh, but he talked me into doing this, and I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and do it. And I lucked up, man. I mean, again, I don't with artisan, it's a
That's
luck of the
good.
draw. Like you either get it or you don't. But I was definitely pleasantly surprised that I was able to go ahead and get it and bag it. So I was and this is like my favorite version. You know what I mean? As far as the suit.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's really good, man. I mean, look at that. I mean, like the head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like they nailed it already. Like it's not
Yeah.
like you're gonna think of like, oh, they had to improve this one. No, I mean, like
Hmm.
That's Scarlet Witch, man. Like
Yeah, bro.
with that rooted hair,
Hmm.
beautiful, man. I mean, like
Definitely, bro. It's a beautiful, amazing piece. So I was like, yeah, it's a
yeah,
no
man.
brainer. As soon as
No
it
brainer,
came,
man. I mean, like when I saw that's why when I saw it too, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this. So I was like, because I'm already like thinking of like to stop getting marbles. I know like there's a lot of marbles. So I mean, like
yeah,
they kind of like the same. But then I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot pass on this one. I was like, I need to get
nah.
this one. Maybe I'm gonna let go my other, Scarlet Witch, and yeah.
Yeah, I saw because the thing is, I was like, when they first dropped a hint of this piece, the thing that they said was, and how it's labeled is Avengers Endgame. It's not
Mhm.
Civil War. It was
Yeah,
Avengers
yeah,
Endgame. So I
yeah,
thought about it, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I do have my Thanos as well. So I was like, if I just basically can recreate that scene between her and Thanos, I'm
yeah. Hmm.
all in. Like, why not? So I was like, it just made so much sense to get this piece in hand, you know what I mean, to kind of
Yeah,
recreate that scene. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely a no brainer. Why not do it? Now,
yeah.
Calvin, you said that when you were trying to get this piece, bro, that you couldn't get in because it said that you weren't registered. Is that true, bro? I think he's yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I had registered. I think either the night before or early that morning,
Hmm.
but I never got the notification for it. So I asked the guys. I was like, "Yo, is there a link out?" So Mario shot me a link, and I jumped on his. I think I was like number 200. So I was up early in the line.
Yeah.
And then, but I was already in hustle mode. I was up in Sacramento, and literally as it opened to go live to let me in, I just pulled into my delivery point. So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
it got 2 minutes. Either it's gonna work or it's not. It gave me a flash saying you need an invitation. I tried to
Yeah.
do it again, said it again. I was like, all right, well, ain't for me. So just went to work.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was the thing, like, if luckily I registered, and I told my girl she registered on the other one as well. Like they both of them were actually registered. So I was like, the chances of us getting it, was a bit I was very optimistic, put it that way. And luckily enough, we were able to do it. But yeah, man, like it again, I lucked up. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna be this lucky for everything that comes through, because it's definitely not gonna happen that way. But for this, definitely it was a luck of the draw, and I was able to get it. I know a few people out there said that where they fell, in the pool of actually trying to get it. There were a lot of people said that they, where their numbers were. A lot of people said that they were like around, who was it? 12-inch Moose Dream said I was 95 for Iron Man, 2,000 plus for Wanda.
Mhm.
So yeah, and that's the thing. Is like, even I was like last night I was on Mafia's channel, and somebody was talking about how they actually got in the queue, like the queue was available, and they had actually gotten a chance to get it. But then when they went to check out, it put them on a wait list because somebody else had actually. So I guess it was down to them to get, or maybe a few people, or a few items left. And if you didn't click on that button and somebody else did, then it automatically placed you in a wait list. So you had to be quick about it. So I guess that's mainly the way it was. But still, man, I hope next time around that you get a chance to get it. That would definitely be dope. So we'll see
Yeah.
how that goes. So yeah, everybody out there, let me know if like you were able to bag the asset, if it was something that you were excited about, if it's something that you can't wait for. Yeah, definitely let us know, man. um Next up, though, we did get a reveal, and this was definitely something that was teased months ago.
Yeah.
But they finally decided to go ahead and put this up for pre-order. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's one that's not really a go-to for me. Even though, like I said, I'm a completionist, and already having like the Flash, the regular version on pre-order, having the Keaton Batman, having the Ben Affleck Batman with the Bat Cycle itself, looking at and Supergirl, of course. This, even though it was part of the film, I was like, I don't know if I necessarily wanted, right
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point to get it, because number one, in the film, I didn't like the simple fact that he used the Batman suit. I didn't like it. I just didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it. It was just one of those things that I was like not really on point with. But I was like, all right, it is what it is. Um, but it wasn't something that, I was necessarily, really hyped to get. What about you, Wigan? Are you getting this piece, bro?
No, I didn't pre-order this one, man. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I, I just didn't feel it like, like, I need to,
Mhm.
add.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it looks good. I mean, like, if you really like,
Hmm.
you know, like this version. I mean, the film, like, probably
Yeah.
you can get it. Like, if you really like, the Flash. I mean, like, you should, maybe,
Yeah.
get this one. But then, for me, I don't know. I mean, like, I didn't feel like, because, like, for DC, like, sometimes, like, well, except Batman, of course. Batman's like, we have a lot of Batmans, so, like, different version. We keep, getting Batmans. And but for, I don't know, maybe still new. I mean, like, the Flash still new. That's why, we kind of,
Hmm.
like, thinking, like, if we're going to, add this, or like me, like, for myself, like, I'm still thinking, like, if I really need this one. But yeah, I mean, like, probably not so into it, like, but I also, but I pre-ordered the first version. I mean, like,
Hmm.
the what is this, like, the glossy
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, the original suit. So, but
Yeah.
this one maybe not. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just again, it wasn't something that I felt as though I needed to get it.
Mm,
Because again, I'm just questioning number one, because it is that bat suit, the articulation with it, is it going to be on point? Then I just again, not really, I wasn't on the interpretation that we got from the film. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't something that um I was really attached to. I felt as though there was an missed opportunity not to give us Reverse Flash in that film. They should have did that, and they didn't. So I was just like, you know what, nah. And even seeing it now is just like it looks good. Don't get me wrong, it looks like a really really
yeah.
dope piece. But is it something that I necessarily need in my collection? Not really. You know what I mean? So I can pass on this one and not feel any type of regret with it at all. What about you, Calvin? Is this something that you were going to get in your collection, bro?
That's a problem on this. They're very expensive these things.
I
So
can't hear you.
now,
You sound low.
can you hear me now?
A little bit. I can't. I think it's going through your. Do you have it connected to your car
It's
speakers?
supposed to be, no, it's supposed to be my Bluetooth. Hold on.
All right. Okay, he
Yeah.
dipped out. It looks like a detailed figure. I'm just not feeling the movie. There's too many other pieces I actually want. The Spider-Man 2 line is going to be huge.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
it is. It definitely is going to be a huge line. I mean, you don't know because there's so many other things that they can release from this line that they haven't released yet. So it is definitely um a lot that's going on there. We got Peyton 23. They used the wrong satchel bag in the movie. It's rumored that is why it hasn't been up for pre-order. Oh, they're talking about the Indiana Jones figure because people were asking about that earlier. um so definitely it is a piece that a lot of people have been wanting. Calvin, you
Oh,
there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. No, I was just saying that this just doesn't fall in line for me at the moment.
Yeah,
For some of the same reasons you both already mentioned. But even
yeah,
with this whole line, I think the only thing I've gone after was the modern suit for Batman. I haven't tackled
yeah,
anything else. That Supergirl definitely had my attention, but I was like, they need to put some work in. But I was happy to see that they did make some improvements on it. So I do plan on getting
yeah,
that.
yeah, bro. They did, which was definitely exciting. I'm glad that they went ahead and did that, bro, because they needed to. Which we're going to talk about here shortly. But yeah, man. Again, like this right here just wasn't necessarily something that I needed to get. You know what I mean? Something that I was into. You know what I mean? So not having it, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? It's I'm good. You know, I'm definitely good. But I want to see because it might be a lot of people that still might actually go ahead and get their hands on it.
mm,
That might want it, that might have an attachment to this piece. Um, and if so, it's cool, but just not me. It's definitely not something that I want to get that I can, actually say that I'm attracted to. As far as, and then it's like with this line again, like you said, Regan, before, I was another one that was, dulling. I mean, DC, because they haven't really been getting a lot of love. I do want to see them get more love. So there's certain DC figures that I am after, but I am scaling
Yeah.
back on the Marvel figures that I get because there's just too many. And as I explained before, like, I really don't need to go deep in just because of the likeness of a character. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And plus there's just too much heat coming from Star Wars where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I can settle for that. You know what I mean?
You know,
Yeah.
even the well, this hopefully like the Suicide Squad, right? Like hopefully like they really like
Yeah.
made those characters. I mean like
Yeah. Yeah.
even
Hopefully
even
they
from the
do.
first version, it's still not complete yet, right?
Yeah. Like they, bro, like it was, which was surprising because we got a Peacemaker, but we didn't get the Harley from the Suicide Squad film, the second one. We didn't
Yeah.
get,
Oh my.
Bloodsport. We didn't get, we got King Shark, of course. We didn't get Polka Dot Man. We didn't get any of the other characters, which I'm just wondering, like, well, it could have been a licensing issue there, but or they just didn't feel as though that it was successful enough to either even warrant getting it. You know what I mean? So there's so
Yeah.
many different things there that can kind of play into it. But I just think that again, when it comes to like DC, is definitely not getting a lot of love. Now,
Yeah.
Regan, I'm gonna ask you a question, man, because this is on the minds of a lot of people, and I want to know your opinion about this particular thing or these things right here, right? So let's go into it. So we do see that there was a showcase, and again they're putting all of these figures or these suits up, okay,
I know, right?
right? So do you think that we will actually get these pieces, bro?
Oh, I think probably because like this is a like very easy, for them to make it because I mean like it doesn't have any like actor right there,
Yeah.
right? I mean like there's no
Hmm.
actor face or like it's just a suit. So I
Yeah.
think it's very easy for them to to make this one. But the problem is probably they also have a lot of like pending
Mhm.
in terms of making figures. So
Yeah.
maybe in the future, but sometimes it's gonna surprise you. Hot toys. Sometimes like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
probably not gonna make this one, and like boom, just one day, like after 2 weeks or like 1 week or just the next day. Wow, wow, it's real.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean like for sure they're gonna make this one. Batman. It looks like they also like Batman. I mean, even the
Hmm.
Batman Forever. I mean, like we thought like they're not gonna make that, but then there you go, like Batman and Robin from that Batman Forever. I mean, like yeah, they gave it, but this one for sure they're gonna do this
Yeah.
one. It's just that we're not sure
Hmm.
when, because the market is usually it's about the market. I mean, like
Yeah.
if they're not gonna get like more profit from each figure, then they're probably not gonna
Yeah.
unless it's only exclusive. So they're probably gonna make like exclusive they may, I don't know, maybe 500 pieces, we don't know. So yeah, that's I think that's, yeah, my guess. It's just not, it's not really 100%, but maybe in the future, maybe 80, maybe 80%, yeah,
Hmm.
there's a chance of making these figures, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. I mean, like I mean, like
Hmm.
I'm really excited too. Like if they're going to make all that which is like suit, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like crazy.
Yeah. Definitely, man. It's again, just looking at it, and looking at all the suits and stuff like that, and then of course, it coming from the actual film, and it's like a complete armory. Um, I can look at maybe two or three that would gain interest. Of course, the classic gray and blue, the both the begins, are the Batman and the Batman Returns suit, and then of course the upgrade, again, it's just you never know. You never know what would
Yeah,
be, the definitive options to get. But I know that if you're a Batman fan, and a lot of people will want to kind of complete this line and get it. Cal, like if they were to release this, bro, would you be all in? Or you of course, because we talked about this months ago
Much
when they pulled this up. Would you be selective about what you get?
selective. I don't in the economy we're in right now. Got to be selective. There's
Yeah,
no way.
bro.
That's what 6, 7 figures. What at
Yeah.
300 a pop? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe two out of the six I'd go after.
Yeah.
yeah,
Three,
yeah.
three
I
max.
agree.
But
Yeah.
no, I couldn't. I wouldn't go after the whole line. But I'm optimistic to see them come out though. I think it's a dope display for anybody that does get all six, and
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there's going to be an interest, bro. An interest in this piece, and I know there's going to be a few people that might decide to go down this line. Me myself, again, it's tough. It's tough to figure out. It's tough to think, if that's
Yeah,
something that we would actually get. Now, last night I was looking at this right here, right? Um, and okay, we already knew about the Praetorian Guards. They're up for pre-order. We do see R5 with the mouse droid, of course, and we all see, also see the Gideon. But what I'm looking at right here is the Bo-Katan, and it also comes with the dark saber. Now, the reason why I know that this is slightly different is because we know that she didn't have a hand gripped for the dark saber, and she didn't come with that hand. But then we know that they teased this not too
mm,
long ago, and she had rooted hair. Do you think Regan, do you think that this would be another Star Wars artisan version that they would probably go after, giving her the rooted hair?
yeah. I
Or
think so, man. Yeah.
you think so?
Yeah. I mean, like they already started like from Scarlet Witch,
Mm-hmm.
so from imagine that it's out of nowhere, like like Scarlet Witch because they already made a lot of Scarlet Witch figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, like they already teased that Bo-Katan with that hooded hair artisan edition,
Yeah.
so probably maybe they're just waiting for the next season for
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe the like other storyline of
Yeah.
Mandalorian. So
Yeah.
maybe they're just waiting for that, and then yeah, they're probably gonna make it. They're gonna make it happen, So um, yeah, it's hard to predict, too, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
it's already there. I mean, like even the sculpt, the sculpt, it's just the
Yeah.
same for sure.
It's
It's the
the
same.
same skull. Yeah.
It's just that the rooted hair I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to imagine, like, why you have to tease that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, maybe they're planning to. So it's just like a matter of like when they're
Like the
going.
possibility is there to do it. It's just that we just
Yeah,
got to kind of wait and see. Because I was looking at it, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I saw the display, but I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. I mean, they're still teasing at Bo-Katan, and it's still basically up now. Hopefully, the version that they release won't have just the single jointed elbows. It'll be double jointed, and if they do the rooted, hopefully it looks good. Now, mind you, I had already got mine modded by the lovely Tina Cruz, who did mine. Shout out to Tina Cruz and everything that she does, because she knocks it out the park. She's backlogged right now on a whole bunch of things, like, so she's pretty much, her pre-order list is way beyond, 'cause people been sending her figures and she's been modding them. So she does an incredible job. But again, we know that this could possibly be an upcoming artisan. I don't know if they're going to go down that line, or because again, the artisans that we've gotten so far is Anakin. We've gotten the Joker. You might as well basically consider the Wonder Woman as an artisan as well.
yeah.
Um, and recently the Scarlet Witch. So are they going to go back to Star Wars again and give this, or this, would this be a piece that they would do? I don't know. Calvin, if they did that, would that draw your interest, or would this be like a pass? Nah, I'm good.
Good.
Where you go? I feel you.
Especially for a shoulder length artisan. Nah. If I'm
Yeah,
paying for
yeah.
hair, I want. I'm just by preference. I'm a length of hair guy. So I'm not paying for no artisan short haircut. I can't do it.
True, 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 true. I dig you. I dig it. I dig it. I definitely dig that, bro. But it would definitely be an interesting piece to have
Yeah.
in your collection. So I know a lot of people would be, supremely excited about it if they don't already have it. Now I want to go to this real quick. I mean, we'll kind of just bounce around here. But I want to go to this really quick because again, we do see, and this was highly talked about over the weekend, since they released it, but we see basically the flash line. Now, one of the biggest things was the Supergirl. Like that was one of the biggest things that people were, pretty much talking about the accuracy of the head. Did they actually do an upgrade on it? Like, was it an upgrade from what we got recently? Because I know that when this figure was revealed, a lot of people were up in arms about it because they were like, yo, nah, this looks terrible. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Is this
Mhm.
not really a good figure? It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were really, really, really up in arms about it. But
Yeah.
from what we see so far, it looks like again they've done it some justice in Hot Toys, and what I mean, they've listened and they decided to go ahead and give us some quality pieces. Regan, were you gonna already get this piece?
Yeah, ready to order this. I mean, like first day. I mean, like, but I mean, like, of course, like, just like you, like, you like you want to like always complete the set. And
Yeah,
I know their play is just like it's still a prototype, and so that's why I said like I don't care. Like maybe they will change this one, they will fix it, and because they're for sure they're gonna listen. They're gonna hear us, like like what our thoughts like, and for sure even the artists like they saw that too. I mean, like that's for sure. It's just that they need to like what's this like release it, announce it, and launch it so they could start making it, like but for sure they're gonna change it, and you can see I saw that too, like some pictures, and then we saw some pictures that looks different now, like it looks like they changed it, and looks I think
yeah,
it looks better now, huh? I mean, like the
yeah.
light
I'm
is
trying to
almost,
find the pictures now.
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah,
basically find like the close-up pictures now on it because, again, I saw that a lot of because there was a lot of people putting him up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah, 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 I saw that too, so
you know what I mean? Or a lot of people basically putting up the pictures, and they were excited
mm,
about the simple fact that um,
the face
we
is
were getting
different,
more
yeah.
quality from it, which was good. You know what I mean? Which was finally good. As opposed to what we knew in the very beginning, and how people were already kind of like up in arms about it. But it looks like now it looks good.
Even the
Um,
suit, right?
yeah, like it looks like people are for me, even the suit, like the color of the suit has changed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we know that they got
yeah,
that right at
nice.
least. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely excited to see where this is going to go. Like, you know what I mean? Where uh once you get in, if now the biggest thing is, will it translate well once you get it in figure form? You know what I mean? Will it be one of those things that once we get it in figure form, that it's going to look good? You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the biggest questions that we're going to have right now. So, Cal, now that we got an update on it, are you going to consider it now?
I was always considering that suit is gorgeous to me. I don't know what it is about that red off the
Yeah,
top of her shoulders, like right across her sternum, but then it bleeds into that blue that goes all the way down to the toes. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is about that suit. Is since I saw it first, it's been
yeah,
stunning to me. I
exactly.
just knew they needed some work with the head sculpt. Outside of
Mm.
that, the that suit was always very pleasing to my eyes. So,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
and I mean,
and,
Yeah,
just sitting back here, that's all I see is just that red and blue. Everything else is just kind of dull to me off all the rest of these figures. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that one's
yeah,
definitely coming in.
yeah. Like that red and blue definitely pops.
yeah,
And it looks like even the sculpted hair on the figure looks way better. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, just it looks 10 times better as opposed to what it was before, what it looked like before. Um, and I'm definitely happy about it, because as is, as we're supposed to see it, um, it looks good. You know what I mean? As what we wanted, it definitely translates well. Um, let me see here. I want to
Even
pull up.
even if it just like by looking at it like from the screen, like it's like wow, it's like way better now. I mean, from the first time they launch it, right?
Yeah, yeah. From the first time that they actually launched it, like here it is. I'm gonna pull this up really quick, so we can get an idea if you can actually see. Cause can you see it a bit?
Yeah, see, look at that.
Yeah. See, it looks. There you go. Look at that.
There you go. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Much
See, that
better.
Yeah,
looks way
Much
better.
better.
That looks much, much better. You know what I
yeah.
mean? The blue in the suit, because like the blue before was definitely a problem, but
And
this looks just like her now. And the thing is, she deserved it. Like she definitely deserved it. So that looks good. That blue
like,
really pops.
right? Look at that. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it really pops. Like, look at that. Everything about it looks good, man. Like, and again, like deservedly so. So I know a lot of people. And here's the thing, like, for people who are out there that are getting again the if you're looking at that in art Superman, the Cavill, if people are going to get their hands on that, this would basically pose well next to it. If you're going to get your hands on that Christopher Reeves, then this will definitely look good next to it as well.
mhm.
um but again, I just love the simple fact that it doesn't look as abysmal. They gave her eyebrows, they toned
Yeah,
down the eyes, and I think that, and Regan, do you think that when they originally released this piece, or revealed it, do you think that a lot of it had to do with like a rush because of the film that was out at that time?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was rushed because again, as I said, like they just need to like launch it right away because I think that time probably
Yeah.
I think it's the in art because like in art keep releasing some figures and then they somehow I don't know maybe they're also kind of like hype as well like to release a lot of figures especially with that movie so they kind of like wanted to like show up
Mhm.
also
Yeah.
yeah but yeah that one's kind of like rush I think it's just like they just need to launch it but yeah I see like after few months yeah they finally revealed a new look like an updated version because usually we just need to wait right we just need to wait for the
Mhm.
final look or final product
Mhm.
that's the only time like we could see like is it better now or is there any update right but now
Yeah.
you can see like after a few months they know that they hear that like again as I said, like even them, they know that
Mhm.
they did something wrong or they wanted to change it to like yeah,
Yeah, they wanted to basically
nice,
give
nice.
us a few changes, but I mean, it definitely looks, and they darkened the actual suit.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited also to bring that. I mean, display here. Hong Kong. I want to see it. I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna
bro.
take a picture for you guys. I mean, like some high,
Yeah, bro.
really high. High
Can't
how
wait.
close up is
I cannot wait, bro, because your pictures are
Yeah.
so crisp. Like they're
No man.
really, really crispy, bro. And to see
I
this,
love doing that, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And to see this in the collection. And then one of the biggest things is because, like I said, I mean, it looks like the wrist pegs won't be as visible. The suit will hide it
Mm,
well.
yeah.
So I'm definitely excited about that.
That's cool.
The vibrancy. It looks just like Sasha. It looks exactly like Sasha Callier. So definitely I'm excited about it. Cal, I know, like I said, it was worth the wait for you. So finally having it in, man.
No, she looks gorgeous, and they finally
Yeah,
did her
bro.
justice because that they did her dirty. So they did her dirty with that first sculpt that they came out with. And I understand
Yeah.
you're pressed for time, you got to get stuff out, but they know years in advance when these movies are coming out and that they're on the line to get these things done. So they could have put a little more love and effort into it before they just put her out looking like she had a bunch of caterpillars on her head. Yeah, they did her
Yeah.
dirty.
Definitely, definitely. Now, the biggest question here for me is this one right here, bro. Do you think they will fix the head sculpt for this one? Because remember, they said that it wasn't the finished product, that they will. Do you think they will, number one, will they fix the head sculpt? But number two, will they kind of slim him down a bit? Ringer, do you think that he's a bit too bulky?
Well,
And
just
you
like
got a chance to see it
the
in person, right?
yeah, 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 just a little bit. But then I think they're gonna, I don't know, they're gonna tone down a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna slim down the body probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's always like that. I mean, like Ben Affleck, right? I mean, like of
Yeah.
course we all know like I don't know if they really copy the double,
Yeah.
but or Ben Affleck itself, but we're not really sure. We like even me,
Yeah.
like I don't know who are they copying, like the double of Ben Affleck or the Ben Affleck itself.
Himself.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the body, yeah, just like the first Batman figure, like it's kind
Yeah.
of bulky.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably gonna slim down, slim down the body or the suit, you know.
Like slim him down slightly,
Yeah.
just to kind of make sure that, yeah, I think they could. I mean, the opportunity is definitely there to
Mm,
do so. And I think it, like, again, if, the smartest decision is to do it, you know what I mean? Is to kind of slim it down and, give him a bit more presence
mm,
as opposed to, how, um, he looks right now. So I don't know. We'll definitely see it. But again, good showcase. Glad that again we did get improvements on that Supergirl. I was super duper excited about it.
yeah.
So I can't wait to
I
that
can't wait that
drops.
too, man.
Definitely, man. I can't wait to that drops. Now, again, another figure that I'm excited about. Well, the two. And again, like I said, I'm selective about the company because, like I said, there's certain things I'll get, certain things I'll actually pass on. But again, like growing up, with this particular version of Superman, I've always been submersed in it. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about this, of course,
Man,
Christopher Reeves in
yeah.
our Superman figure, bro. Like this, as soon as I saw it, I was drawn. This was amongst everything else. Okay, everything else is fine, cool. But this one right here was what I have always wanted. I missed out on the Hot Toys version,
Me
didn't get a
too.
chance to get that one. And, to finally have this level of representation in my collection, I'm super duper excited about. And then on top of that, you get, some remnants of the Fortress of Solitude. You get, again, Christopher Reeves as Superman as Clark, and then you get the Clark Kent figure as well. The only
Mhm.
thing that would put it over the top for me, bro, is if you can get this figure and then you can get, like, you can tear open the shirt and you can see like the
Oh
emblem.
yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
Bro, that right there would be incredible. Now, is this something that you can see yourself getting, Regan?
Yeah, definitely, man. But I just suddenly thought of like, oh man, this is a competition, right? Of course, hot toys. You don't know, man. I mean, like
Yeah.
already like what is like went back to Joker, right? And then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
imagine like this one, like oh my goodness, they're probably gonna do this one too. But we're not 100% sure if they're also gonna make a like a two-pack like this, like with Clark Kent. So
Yeah.
they're probably gonna reissue or re-update their Christopher Reeves
Yeah.
Superman. So maybe just that, but not Clark Kent. But this one for the in art, yeah,
Hmm.
definitely gonna get this one, because I think only in art gonna make this happen, like with Clark Kent
Yeah.
version. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that of course you could see like for sure a lot of collectors like thinking of maybe they will update this one, maybe this is not the final one. So
Hmm.
let's see,
Hmm.
hopefully. Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't opened my I have the evil Superman, but I haven't opened yet until now.
Oh, word. So, you
Yeah,
got. Oh, that's right. You have the evil version. I think that was from
evil
what?
version.
Superman 3? Was that from Superman 3 or Superman
Yeah, I
4?
think so. Yeah, yeah, three.
One of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one, I know it was up. And here's the thing, like, you can still get your hands on the Hot Toys version, but I'm just not paying that much money to get it. I'm just not doing
Mhm,
that.
mhm,
I'm not to get that, so it's like getting that versus getting a 2-pack of this particular figure. And we talked about this on Jay's channel the other day, and what we thought the price would actually be. Now, again, if you got the Joker 2-pack, you knew that 2-pack was damn near $1,000 for both figures. And that was because if you got the rooted version, of course, it was a very expensive piece. On top of that, the diorama base that was included in it, you had to think about that as well. Rooted version, you got 2 bases. Even the weaponry itself was, die cast, swap out options. So, of course, that was a lot. With this, it's different because you're getting 2 figures, but you're only getting the Fortress of, just those pieces in the background with the Fortress of Solitude in the base.
Yeah.
So do you think, Regan, this would be under? It won't be as expensive?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit cheaper than Joker.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
even
yeah.
the for me, I was thinking about like even the suit, because the Joker suit has a lot of like tailoring, right? Like like not just the patterns, but like double the inner. But this one for the Superman, not much. So they're probably gonna depend on the head sculpt, or I don't know if we're really going to get a rooted hair for this Reeve. Do you
Mhm.
think, like, or just a sculpted one? I feel like it's just a sculpted one, like
Yeah,
for the
I think it's
hair.
going to be sculpted with like a rooted
Yeah,
curl. Like the curl on his head might be a bit rooted. Uh,
yeah, but not
n-
really like
yeah,
yeah. I'm not. I don't think like they're gonna make a rooted hair for this one.
yeah, no. And I'm fine with that. I'm
Yeah,
completely fine
me
with
too.
that.
I mean,
If they
like
don't do it, I'm cool with that. Cal, what about you, bro?
I'm excited for this 2-pack. More
Yeah,
so for the Clark Kent actually than the Superman, to be honest.
yeah,
And I just recently
yeah,
saw the movie maybe a week or two ago. So for this to come up, I was like, oh damn, they going hard for this one right here.
yeah,
But I
bro.
just want to see what the price is that they're asking for. But yeah, I
Yeah,
would definitely
bro.
be excited to have this 2-pack available.
Yeah, and if you know what, and I was just thinking, like, if they don't, if they decide not to add like a T-shirt to this, where he's kind of busting open his shirt, if they
They need
decide,
to make that happen.
they
They need to
need
give us
to,
a set of
bro.
hands with the dogs like this.
That's
They need to give
holding,
us a
yeah,
set.
that's holding
They
his
need to
jacket
give us a
open in the
hand.
shirt.
They need to give
Yeah,
us that.
yeah, bro.
That would
Because
yeah.
if they
that
don't,
would
I'm
kill
gonna
it.
try to find a T-shirt in 6-figure form, bro. Yeah.
That would kill it. Definitely.
I-
One more thing, they might then add the phone booth, right? They
Exactly. That was
might,
the other thing I was saying. We need a
right?
phone
They
booth.
might, like as a diorama, right? They might for Clark Kent, because of course they how they did to Joker. Like that's like 2
Yeah.
diorama base, like with that like in jail, and also that single base stand, museum pose. So they might gonna add that too, for Clark Kent, right? So be ready, like also die cast, die cast, right?
If they add that phone booth, so let me ask you, like, so Cal, if they did the phone booth with this, would you get it? Like, would you get?
Bro, I was already trying to figure out how I could find myself a phone booth. I was gonna start
Yeah,
reaching out to my brothers in the UK, like, yo, you guys got any miniatures that I can get? Send me
Yeah,
over here.
bro.
So I was already thinking ahead, like if they don't come with it, I'm gonna find a way to make it happen.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah.
And plus,
That's very
and
important.
we got a couple of modders out there as well. Like you got Oiler's Workshop. He can probably put together one. I can hit up my boy Ty. Ty can basically do
Chris,
like a 3D printing.
Chris with Pro Customs, he's done a lot of pieces for
Yeah,
me, and I know he's out of the UK as well. So yeah,
yeah.
we got plenty of connections for somebody to do that for us.
To do something like that. So yeah, that would definitely be dope to get, just to kind of recreate and do something special. But again, my biggest focus on is to get that T-shirt. If I can get that T-shirt, you know what I mean. I can deal with not having a phone booth, but even still, I want it. I mean, because it's definitely incredible. It's an incredible piece to get. I mean, especially for something like this. But then Regan, you pose like a really interesting question there though, because we know it is competition. You know what I mean? And great
Yeah,
competition, friendly competition is always a plus, a bonus. Now, what I'm wondering is, with this piece, will they give us a light up base, like a light up display for the Fortress of Solitude, him and that crystal once he puts it in? Will there be a light up feature there? Because that would be dope. But also, would Hot Toys decide now, because again, we know there's competition between both. Do you think that they would go back and do a re-release or a 2.0 version of the one that we've gotten from them? Do you think that they might actually go back, dip back in the well, and give us that version, or give us another version?
Maybe I think so.
Mm,
Because again, I think Hot Toys likes that. I mean, like, going back to their old figures. It's
yeah.
just, again, it's just a matter of um not not so soon. Yeah, but
Mm,
definitely they're gonna make some, especially those old figures, but not really the old one. Because I
mm.
was thinking like about like those aliens, like Terminators. You don't know if they're going to make that, right? I mean, like if they're going to make another version. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, sorry.
interesting.
Revolving doors. Sorry. It should be revolving doors, but not phone booth. My
Y-
bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's fine.
Hey, I would still take a phone booth though. I still want a phone booth. I don't
Yeah,
care.
right. Yeah.
Give me a phone booth. I'd still
Especially
take
since
that.
you were literally just there in April. Yeah, I want a phone
Yeah,
booth.
I take a phone booth anytime. You definitely give me that. Hot Toys should make a Linda Carter Wonder Woman instead, rooted in oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
If they
Yeah.
did that, if they did, and here's the thing, and that's the surprising aspect of it, that no company has actually given us a 1/6 scale Linda Carter Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? Do you think it could? And that's what I'm asking. I think it might be like associated with licensing. Do you think that could be it?
It's gotta be. There's no way somebody hasn't tackled that before.
You said there's no way.
I said it's got to be, that's got to be the case because there's no way that no one has not tackled that yet.
Yeah, yeah. I think that that could be one of the biggest issues, is that there's a licensing with Linda Carter herself. Maybe she's just like hard to really get the approval for. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I mean, because both Inart and Hot Toys has the licensing for, and they have the licensing for it. But are is WB and Warner Brothers being selective with what they give as far as what figures are going to be readily available and that would go up? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. That could be one of like the major problems, is just waiting or licensing. We as much as we want it, maybe there are issues there where we just won't really have it. Now, Regan, what do you think about this Joker? Would this be something that you would get
Oh
like
yeah,
this?
man. Definitely gonna get that.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love this Joker film.
yeah,
So
bro.
because I had the third party one, but
Yeah,
I of course we didn't have any choice. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this one. I was actually thinking to get the what is this, like the one from the Queen Studio, that 1/3 scale, but I was like, oh no,
yeah,
yeah. But that was like really dope too, but that's like, again, it's a huge space that you really need to find. But yeah,
yeah,
this one at least, with that sitting on chair, and also the
yeah,
the
yeah,
clown version, like, yeah,
yeah.
can't
That
wait
that
for that.
it's
Yeah,
a no-brainer for a lot. Now, here's
yeah,
the thing. Like for me, I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided whether or not I wanted to get this yet, because I think that this will definitely be a very expensive piece. It
yeah.
will.
It's like a free version, right? Like three figures, right?
Yeah, because you're gonna have you're okay, so of course you have this one, which is, you know, this particular scene is really iconic, of course.
Yeah,
You have this, so so maybe it might just be two
yeah.
figures that they'll release. One would be, of course, this look with the multiple head sculpts.
Mm-hmm.
This one, because again, we know that the jacket and everything you could just put over this particular
Yeah,
version
yeah.
here.
Just
And then
change
of course we have this version with the
this
red suit.
one. Yeah,
You know what I
this
mean?
one.
So it could be just two figures that we actually get
Mhm.
with the diorama base. You know what
The
I mean?
diorama base, man, it's crazy too, man.
Yeah.
That
And
chair.
yeah, bro. And you know that there's going to be a lot of people who will get this and probably even there'll be someone who will mod the step scene. You know what I mean? Like the diorama, diorama step scene.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
that
yeah, yeah. Shoot.
yeah, like somebody might do something like that just to kind of
Uh,
recreate that scene or have it in the background. But definitely, man, like
even
this.
the this diorama base, like this chair,
Mhm.
they could like do some switch out, like they could turn around the base, and then he's sitting inside his dressing room. Remember that the time, right? When they
Yeah,
opened the
yeah,
door, right?
bro.
So something like that. So imagine that there's a lot of diorama base for this one, this Joker.
Yeah,
So for
yeah,
sure, there's a lot of collectors that going to get this one. I mean, like, it's crazy.
yeah. They should, bro. I mean, and again, like, I mean, I haven't really decided yet because, again, I mean, I have the Henry Cavill BVS version on pre-order because I definitely
Yeah,
wanted to get that one. That was a no-brainer, bro. Like
yeah,
that was this. I have even this. I paid this off. This is the all-in set that I
yeah.
got, for the
Look at
Batman.
that,
So
man. I mean, like this
yes.
one, I only ordered the Bruce Wayne. I didn't order this one
Okay, so you got just the
because I
Bruce
got
Wayne version.
the Hot Toys version and then the Bruce Wayne.
Got you, got you.
Yeah.
It was so for me, like I said, I mean, I had a statue that was on order through Spec Fiction. And
Uh,
once they got to the finished product, I didn't like it. So I was like, all right, is it okay if I took that pre-order or I took the money that I paid for that statue and put it towards, this figure? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. Because you can use it towards like something new. So I did it. I got the
oh,
all
great.
in set. So it was basically the bat signal, the two figures, all the accessories, and that's what it was. I was like, okay, as long as I can do that, I'm pretty good with that. But this right here, whew, boy, boy,
Yeah, I know, man.
this was definitely a no-brainer for me to get, especially considering the simple fact. Oop, let me go back because it kicked me out. Especially considering the simple fact that for this, it's better proportion as far as the body is concerned. You get the eyes. Don't yet know because I don't think they said anything about a light up feature for the eyes, right?
Hmm.
I don't think it's like an LED light up feature for it. But definitely one that I was not going to pass up on, with the accessories and everything that comes with it.
Hmm.
And I think that this again, you get the cow, you get the hand on the cow, which is dope. The spear, the kryptonite itself. You get the pictures of Martha, and of course, you get the diorama base. And I love the technology that they're basically using for that diorama base, which is going to be dope. Cal, did you pre-order this one, bro?
I haven't, no,
You haven't?
but I wanted, but no, I haven't.
Yeah, yeah. That's has anything regarding leather chairs, plush and shit. He
Oh
said,
yeah,
"What?"
this is like it has
Yeah,
interchangeable like case.
yeah, yeah,
What's going,
definitely.
sir?
What's up, Darth Negative? So glad to have you. He said, "What if the motherfucking chair is legit? No one has said anything regarding leather chair plush and shit." Yeah, I hope it
Mm,
is, man. It needs to
yeah.
be. I hope it is. I hope it definitely is a legit chair. Like I hope it is, really,
Mhm.
really decent. Mark Lee, I went all in on
I'll
the
pass this
Batman
one.
Jazz Inc. 20. Yeah, paid off. Hot Toys In Art Deluxe figure. Yeah, definitely. So that's the thing, Regan. We know that we're going to get now a BVS Batman.
Hmm.
Now,
I
if
know, right?
right, so if we get that, are you going to
She
go in on that one?
and not only that, it's probably gonna, I don't know, like two pack too. Like I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
because of the head sculpt, or just
Yeah,
maybe just one, and with the
yeah,
interchangeable head sculpt. Yeah, I mean, like, shoot, I have a lot of but like, figures from Hot Toys. I was like, oh my gosh, should I?
yeah,
I
bro.
mean,
Like it's a
well,
lot to think about because we know that they're
yeah.
going in on the BVS line.
Hmm. Let's see
Yeah,
if like how it's gonna turn out. Like how they gonna make the head sculpt of Ben Affleck. And well, we have to wait also for Wonder Woman if it's BVS, right? So we have
yeah,
to, you know, um,
yeah.
wait if they're going to like
Hmm.
like that Wonder
Hmm.
Woman figure. So ooh, it's really
And
hard.
and
Yeah.
that's the thing, bro, because they, if you look at it, like I was looking at this before, and I don't know why this thing keeps popping up, but I was looking at this before, and we were talking about how what they're doing with these pieces now, um or they've we know that we've gotten a look at the Daenerys Targaryen. We know that we're getting a Legolas. They've already, the pre-orders up for the BVS. The Christopher Reeves is out there. We're
Mm-hmm.
bound to get, like, so they're going through the list of the ones that they already actually had up. And again, when we're looking at it, um I don't know why this thing keeps going here. It's just getting on my nerves. Hold on a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Hold on a second here. But that Wonder Woman, it was on that list, and they haven't said anything about that yet. So they are going to give us that version. I think they are. Um, it's just a matter of when. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that one will definitely be a rooted version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we know
Definitely.
that's actually going to happen. Uh, and that's what I've been waiting on. I've been waiting on that
Yeah.
announcement because I want that so bad, bro. And it's the
Oh,
BVS
that's awesome.
version.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
after after being butthurt because I missed out on that, 100th anniversary, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
let me hold out on this one, and I'm hoping that they could get that head sculpt right, and it looks just like Gal Gadot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they got Henry Cavill right. So far, everything that they've done, the detail and the
Yeah.
quality in those head sculpts. So they are
Exactly.
definitely bound to get that BVS Wonder Woman. And I think that one will be the definitive version to get. So I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
excited about that, man. I just hope
Mm-hmm.
they do it. They got to stop playing with us and just give us that version, bro,
Shit.
because it's going to be hype. Now, the thing is that going to be, and again, they don't have, it doesn't have to be a two-pack. They don't, they really don't have to,
Yeah.
unless they want to give us a civilian look of her plus the other figure. That's different. Who
No, man.
knows?
And that's gonna be like real expensive. Like I think just one is fine.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Just
cool with
one.
one. I'm
Yeah.
definitely cool with one. If you give me one, I'm super cool with that. I don't have to worry about anything else. There, I think somebody showed this picture. Yeah, that's the one thing I will say about this figure is that the head sculpt on this one, they have to kind of fine tune a bit better
Yeah.
because it doesn't look fully like Christopher Reeves, but we know they will. We know they will. They'll get it right. They're going to need to get the hair right as well. Put that curl more so in the middle a bit. Um, but we know they'll get it right. We know that they'll definitely
Yeah.
kill it. Um, when it comes to this piece,
Yeah.
and
They're probably gonna update that.
yeah, they definitely will. Now, let me ask you, Regan, when it comes to like getting these figures in, and especially where you're at, is it easier for you to get in art figures, like from where you're at this point?
Well, there's a couple of shops here like selling. Um, they probably have the connection to China,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why it's easier for them. Because even me, I was also wondering like every time I open the website of
Mm-hmm.
um Inart, I was like, it's not available. It's not available in your countries. I was like, why? I mean, like it's close here, like Hong Kong, China. So I was thinking like maybe they're kind of like holding that,
Yeah.
what is this? Releasing figures here, especially in Hong Kong. Maybe I don't know, maybe because of the resellers. So they're kind of like yeah, limited to only to people who are actually living in China only, and of course other countries fine, like I don't know, like UK, US, Australia. So I'm not sure. I don't know why only here that they don't really give us like through online, because probably they know that there's a lot of like resellers here, but it's totally fine. But it's just that it's quite weird. But at least I'm lucky. I mean, I'm still glad that there's some shops here that's selling in-art figures,
Mm-hmm.
and at least there's time. Like there's no like you have to line up, like in sideshow, like you have to line up, you have to wait for for your line, for your let's say, like if you have ticket. Like here, yeah, you just go to the shop, like where they're selling, in art,
Hmm.
and then that's
Hmm.
it. Just, give some deposit, and there you go. You could reserve your slot for that, figure. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a bit easier. I think from here, like I said, because there's no, again, we don't have a legit reseller here for
Yeah.
it. They're still working on it. You know what I mean? The only one locally that, we can go by is Spec Fiction. There's a few others that you can probably get it through, but normally what I do is go through Spec Fiction to get it because that's who I have the haul in set.
Hmm.
I got the Joker. Now I did get the Joker overseas, but just that whole process and the amount of money that you have to pay for shipping, I was like, I don't want to go through that again because that was like almost $300 in shipping, bro. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, I know.
And that was
Really
insane. So
like
I was,
that. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I'm not going through that again. So just going through Spec Fiction, it just made more sense.
Hmm.
You know what I mean, to do it that way. I was able to get it in hand. Well, not get it in hand, but just kind of secure it that way. And then I just said, because I'm getting, the all in set, I'll just get the, BVS Superman through them as well.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that eventually we'll be able to get things more so from this market, that we can secure. A lot of people will be able to secure
Mm,
figures from this market. I mean,
mm.
from over here, I'm hoping. But again, it is what it is. Cal, when you get your figures, bro, who do you go through? Like, do you go through like if you're getting like in our figures, who do you normally go through?
Only one I did so far was T Dubs. So
Yeah,
won't be going down that alley again. So
never again.
uh,
Never again, bro. Like, I'll
it'll be
never.
Kid or Todd
Yeah.
whenever I decide to
Hmm.
place this next order. But as a matter of fact,
Yeah. I'll
my
never.
guys were just telling me there was somebody else out there. I can't think of the name of the shop, but there was someone else that was a little cheaper as well.
Yeah.
So I'll be sure to do my research.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. See, for me, it's just going through Spec Fiction overseas. Like, there's viable companies to go through overseas, but it's just that you have to worry about the shipping, and
Yeah, I
that's the
know.
biggest thing, bro. Like, I don't want to have to pay that much money. I mean, just for the shipping aspect of it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I don't because that it just makes it a bit, yeah, a bit more tedious to kind of have to go through all that.
Yeah, and you don't know if it's safe or not, right? I mean,
No, and that's the thing is you don't like. I mean, we talk about companies like TW or Toys Wonderland. They're going
mm,
through it right now. They are going through it right now. I'll never. I mean, granted, I got a few figures from them in the very beginning when it was decent. You know what I mean? It was quick to get, but after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. So we'll basically see. Um, or what you say? He said what? Darth Negative said my boy making T800s or what? I don't know, man. I know a lot of people are basically after like Terminator figures, so I don't know if InArt's going to do it. I don't know if Sideshow's going to dip. I mean,
mm.
Hot Toys going to dip back in the well to do it, but there's a lot of people out there that want it, man. Like, so
There's some third party, right? Like, I saw some third party. Like, I wanted to get two, but then I still don't not really 100% trust the quality. I
yeah.
mean, like, it's fine, but yeah, I still prefer, like, if you're gonna get through, but, well, hopefully, there's some third party company there, like, started
Hmm.
to, making high quality look,
Yeah, Mars Toys is really doing it too. They're
yeah,
killing
yeah,
it.
yeah, Mars Toys, man.
Yeah, they're definitely killing it because that's who I got. So I got a Kingpin through them, and I also got a Joker
Mm-hmm.
through them. So I mean, not a Kingpin. I got two Jokers from them. So they're definitely killing it. I got the 89 from them. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it was a no brainer to actually have that in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking about like third party company, there's a few of them out there. So was killing it too on certain
Yeah, those
figures.
are nice, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have you have, of course, Mars. Um, and a list of other ones that you can actually get figures from. We got my man Louis Esquivia is actually in the
Yeah,
building. He was like, wow, everyone, what a treat. Regan is in the building to join us. Nice 1/6 scale, man. Hey, definitely, man, it's my guy. Asked him, would he come through? He said, yeah, let's go, man. Definitely out there. Make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't
yeah.
already.
Yeah,
Subscribe
hit
to
like on
also
that.
everybody here, man, as well. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, man, third parties are definitely stepping up. I'm waiting for them to actually give us that
Did you
prey
get
predator figure.
the penguin?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
I
didn't.
ordered that too, but I haven't picked up yet. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
already arrived, but I haven't picked up yet. Yeah,
No, I didn't. I didn't do that yet. Because I think for me, I wanted to see it in hand. I wanted to see
yeah,
somebody because that one it's a really tricky figure to work to make.
I
Now,
know,
from
I
what I'm
know.
hearing, Mars Toys is also supposed to be making that Catwoman. That Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping that they do that. I did hear that they were going to actually even do like both Eartha Kitt and I forget the other woman's name. They were going to do that one as well.
mhm.
So I don't know. We'll see how they. But see, the only thing
Yeah,
is, I don't have the 66. Or I mean, I don't have like the Batman from that era. Like I don't have, both of those because I was like, you know what? If I
yeah,
had to get it, the amount of money that I would end up spending to get it, I was like, yeah. And if I go down that line,
mm,
mm-mm,
yeah.
mm-mm.
I have I think I told that already to you. Like I have the 66 Batman, but I haven't opened yet. I only
Oh,
checked, but I never like display him because I didn't get the Robin. I mean, like Robin,
yeah.
I supposed to get a Robin too, but
Hmm.
at that time, it's kind of like I'm kind of like hesitate to get that because the box is not good because I'm planning to get it from like the like small shops around here. And I was kind of like hesitated to to get it. Is it I mean, is it okay? Is it good? So it's like maybe not. But now if you check around, the price of the Robin, like I mean, I think it's yeah, too much. I mean, like it's really expensive now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got that 66 Batman, and so that's why I got the Joker from Mars Toys. I haven't unboxed it too. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
so
See.
actually waiting for that. I'm really waiting for that Michelle Pfeiffer and also
Hmm.
that Penguin. And
Hmm.
I mean, like who's company, who's third party company, or who's like legit company going to make them? I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know why Hot Toys cannot make them. Right? Imagine.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, it does boil down to like a licensing issue, and that's why,
Yeah,
like, when it comes to like third party figures, it is a risk for them to make it. You know what I mean? Because and I think that there's nothing. You're not there hasn't been like a lot of pressure put on them because like I said the expectation is not to really sell like a large quantity,
yeah,
but because again Mars Toys is stepping up to the plate and they are really making accurate figures, you know what I mean, like
mhm,
really accurate pieces.
yeah,
So of course, again, you do question, all right, is going down the road, is it going to become a problem? You know what I mean?
mm,
Will it be a problem going down that lane, like, eventually, where will they get a lot of pressure put on them for doing stuff like this? So
yeah,
it's I again, it's just a matter of, I guess, at the end of the day, um just seeing what's going to happen. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, we'll see. We'll basically see. So I mean, again, there's I just like the simple fact that there's variety. You know what I
hmm,
mean? You have different companies that you can go through. You know what I mean? Not just
yeah,
like the major distributors, like the major companies that are licensed to carry. But if there are figures that you're looking for that these companies aren't going to give you, and if you want your
hmm,
collection to look good, you can dip
yeah,
into some of these third party companies and get certain pieces. It's very minimal for me, so I'll go after getting certain figures, not a lot,
yeah, me too.
but just certain things that may complement the figures that I have that I want to get in my collection. So
Hmm.
that's always a huge thing there that I'm definitely excited about. But yeah, man, I mean, not a lot going on right now. And again, we know that. Now here's the thing: we talk about how quiet the storm is, but this week we could see some heat coming. Like there's a lot that we're still waiting on, and
Yeah.
there could be some things that might be filtered down in the pipeline. Like Regan, real quick, and this is the last for today. And I'm gonna ask Calvin the same thing. Like with this, with it being as quiet as it has been on the front when it comes to like collecting, how are you preparing for it? Like what are you doing in the meantime? Because it has been quiet. We haven't really gotten a lot of figures within the last couple of weeks. We've gotten reveals, but not releases. So how are you preparing for this next wave that might be coming? Because it could start this week. So how are you preparing for
Especially with that, Comic Con is coming, right? Like,
it? Mm-hmm.
probably there's some, maybe new stuff. They're probably gonna, display that. But well, preparing, sometimes it's really hard, man. I mean, like, preparing. Sometimes it's a surprise. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you never know. We like which figure they're gonna like, drop like the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, hmm, like for me, like I'm just like I just need to finish like a lot of like sharing my figures, like
Yeah.
because I always like I love like sharing, especially like the look,
Videos.
the close
Yeah.
ups. I really love it. Like, but sometimes, again, as I said before, like remember when you asked me about that too, like preparing. Sometimes I'm not really expecting any figures that they're going to drop, but once they drop there, like of course I just need to, right now, like to be honest, like I just need to like think twice, because before I was like like just get it, but
Yeah.
now
Yeah. Yeah.
wait, maybe not, nah, I have to say no this
Slow
one.
down. Slow down
Yeah,
a bit. Yeah.
you gotta slow down. I mean, like, because it's like just the past few weeks, like, Hot Toys drop a lot of like figures together with the pre-orders, like launch, right? So it's like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, right? So it's like, oh gosh. So you have to
Yeah.
like really like like work hard for those those figures. Like you have to be like double time, man. So
Yeah, bro. The
I mean,
pressure is
like,
on. The pressure is
yeah,
definitely on about, getting this stuff in hand, man.
yeah.
So
I mean, like,
it
so
is. And I think you're right. It does give you time to kind of think and say, well, do I necessarily need these things? You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
exactly.
what do I have? Now you can reassess your pre-order list and say, okay, do I need that? No, maybe I can take that off. Do I need that?
Mm,
No, maybe I can get rid of that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's one aspect of it, is just really, really checking your list to say,
Mm.
what do I need in hand and what don't I need in hand. So that's always a good thing as well. Calvin, what about you? Because I know you've been saying this for the longest time, bro. Like, again, preparation is the biggest thing for you. And on top of that, with the economy right now, what we're feeling over here is crunch time.
Um, excuse me, I'm in the thick of it right now, so if it's loud in here, fellas, I apologize. But
Yeah,
I'm just just learning from mistakes of the past.
yeah,
Last year, when we had dry spots, I'd get that phone on like, well, I need something, I need something, so I started looking eBay. I
yeah,
started looking at stores to buy stuff I didn't necessarily need,
yeah,
just so I could get that fix of getting a box showing up at the door.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not doing none of that this year. I'm being mindful of what I do have ordered. I'm constantly checking just to see, if the invoices are coming in. So I'm just being really smart about it this time, this go around. You know,
and you have to be, bro.
like I said,
And
in October, we got Christmas, we got Thanksgiving next month. We got Christmas month after that. My
yeah,
birthday the month after that. My wife's birthday was this week.
yeah.
She just landed in Greece this morning. I fly out on Thursday to meet her. So it's just a lot going on.
Oh, you're going to Greece this Thursday?
She has no clue. I'm flying out to meet her for the weekend.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Well,
I guess so it's do I worry about my passport stamp or do I worry about this the latest Batman coming in? You gotta make choices.
Yeah.
true. That's definitely true. So sacrifice is always a big thing, man. So
So just mistakes of the past because I look back I'm like there's all kinds of shit I bought last year I didn't need. Of course
yeah,
I'm happy to have it, but I didn't need it.
you can wait. You can
So
definitely
it
wait.
was just to fill a void, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that to shoot.
Word, definitely, man, definitely. So, everybody out there, like I said, you're hearing it. It's crunch time, and you want to basically wait and see. Again, refocus your collection. Like, think
Mm-hmm.
about the things that you have pre-ordered or the things you may not need, um, and just kind of like say, hey, like maybe I can wait because that's just the way I am. And then the missus upstairs, she'll tell me, oh yeah, you don't necessarily need that. And I'm like, all right, you're right. I really don't. So I guess it is what it is. But until we see what's going to happen next week, I don't know. We'll know. I guess your Rens, thank you for reminding me. They were on a holiday last week. I think they said in certain parts of China they were on a holiday, I believe, from what I'm hearing. But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. It is, and you're right, Mark. It is a calm before the storm. So just get ready and be prepared. And I know some of those figures that you're looking for, you might see this week. You might see Wolverine. You might basically see, because for me, I can't wait to get that Michael Morbius. Not a lot of people are waiting for it, but I am. There's a lot. You might get that Toby. That Toby might get released this week. So there's a lot that's actually coming down and filtering down the pipeline. Just be prepared for it. And the rest is where it is right now. But anyway, again, that's enough for us. Thank you guys for basically being here, man. It's been such a great show. Again, remember, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my man Regan as well, man. Bro, what you got coming up next? And I know you got Comic-Con this weekend, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I still have a lot. Like I just uploaded the R2D2, but although this is like very old figure, but it's just like I just need to like share. And yeah, I still have a lot here, like a lot of figures that I have in the box. So hopefully
Yeah.
finish everything. But yeah, I mean like I'm busy right now. Like yeah, because we're going to Comic Con, hoping to see you guys there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
also if there's
Hell
any
yeah.
other New York collectors there, like I want to see you too.
Hell yeah,
Meet up
man.
this
So y'all
Saturday,
hearing it?
man.
Y'all hear it? Regan is going to be at New York Comic-Con this
Yeah,
Friday. You said no. What days you going to be there?
Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So Regan will be at New York Comic-Con Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Yeah, let's meet.
So
Let's meet.
let's link up. You
That's up
already know
there,
what
man.
it is, man. Definitely let's get that going. So excited to
Yeah,
do it and so excited to
nail,
be
man.
within the vicinity. It's going
Yeah,
to be super,
yeah,
super dope. So I can't wait for that.
yeah. I can't wait to see
Um,
you,
Yeah,
man.
man. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to MRC's collection ventures on YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you do so, especially if you want to stay up to date to the latest and greatest. Make sure you do that, man. Thank you for being here. Cal,
Thank
what you got going on, man?
I'm just grinding. That's what I do. I'm here in the office, getting this working. I'm gonna grind all the way till Wednesday night before I leave. Wednesday night I'll be on with you. I know Mario was debating if he was doing collectors,
Yeah,
trophy chat tomorrow. So we'll see if he'll have that on. Otherwise, sign it out.
appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it as always, man. And everybody out there, thank you for being here. What do we got? I think we might be here for comic book talk with friends tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, depending on what I got going on. So we might have things to talk about then. Say What Wednesday, of course. And then of course, you know that we got some great things going on with Figure Flex Friday, of course. So stay tuned for that. Again, if you haven't subscribed to everybody here, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, like, and make sure that you like this video if you haven't already, this live stream, because again, that's what keeps everything in full rotation. But anyway, regardless of that, we do appreciate y'all. See you next week. Until next week, we are here to go. Love y'all. Peace out. Let's go.